it will be Clayton Kershaw on the mound. Here are his career stats against Christian Yelich: 9 for 29, a .310 average. Dan and Dira. I was on MLB.com tonight. I was looking at the pitching matchup, and I scrolled down. I saw Clayton Kershaw. What was it? It was 10-4 at 2.51, and I thought, is this 2012? He has been doing this, Dan, for 16 years. It's the consistency. It's the body of work that's just bananas.
You know what he's done too, D-Row? He's evolved. He's changed his game. When he first came up, four-seamer, big overhand curveball, added the cutter, added the slider. He doesn't throw quite as hard, but he's adapted to change. He'll throw his breaking ball behind in the count. He's not just going to overpower like he did early in his career. He pitches in and out, up and down. Hard to figure out how to read, and he commands a strike zone.
Did you feel like, I mean, you were a guy who hit triple digits. Did you feel like, and I always sit there and watch this, as a hitter, I always felt like the one thing I did well was handle left-handed pitching, because I felt like they couldn't get inside on me. But I feel like when I watch Clayton Kershaw or some of the good lefties, he makes it a point that I am going to establish my heater into righties because I got this wipeout slider coming. You're not going to be able to decipher between the two.
All the lefties that pass the test of time, the good ones.
Can get in on a right-handed
Bingo.
hitter.
I call you have to be a backwards lefty, which most lefties, they're strong to their arm side, right? So, down and away, down and away.
Where did you stand on the mound?
Early in my career, I stood on the first base side. I thought it created a better angle that I could get the ball in on a right-handed hitter. It was easier for me. At the end of my career, my arm speed, I wasn't as strong. I didn't feel like I had that whip back in my arm. And I moved more to the third base side because towards the end, I was more of a lefty specialist where I had facing mainly lefties. I wanted to make sure I could get that ball down and away. It was easier for me to get the ball down and away from the third base side because this was right on the plane that I was going to and not coming across the zone.
But when you had nasty stuff, there wasn't a lefty alive that should feel comfortable against you.
Correct.
I mean, Yelich has got decent numbers. Let's get into the tape off Kershaw. He's handled them pretty well. I don't know how you would attack, or what do you think we'll see tonight?
One of the things that this is what Yelich does. He reminds me in some ways, you go back, you look at Mo Vaughn, Ken Griffey Jr., Jim Thome. They like the ball away from him, preferably something hard. Watch Yelich. These balls that are outer third, up in the zone, he hammers and he takes them towards left field. So I think to make him uncomfortable, D-Row, you have to throw a couple of pitches in that inner part of the plate because he likes to take that kind of inside-out swing, and he has enough power that he can hit the ball out that way. You have to make him aware of the ball in because if he's just looking away, he can hammer you.
Go back to that real quick, can you? Because I want to tell people at home, you talk to so many lefty hitters, leave it right there. You talk to so many lefty hitters. I feel like when a lefty hitter's struggling, maybe the best thing they could see is a guy like yourself, is a guy like Clayton Kershaw, because what does it do? This better stay square or you're dead.
Okay.
If this flies, you're out.
Right here, if you were to say, hey, if I was going to pitch to Yelich, I would want the video guy to get me his last 5 at-bats against lefties. I want to see this, and I want to see this. See how that's closed? That's telling me that he's going to stay in there and hit the ball away. If this hip is open and that shoulder is over here, I know he's leaking. I'm gonna throw the ball away from where he's running to. But this here tells me that he can cover that pitch that's on the
We did this with Turner last week. Watch him stay through this. The swing takes the front shoulder out.
Bingo.
That's clean.
Right? And that's like middle, outer third.
Yeah.
But if you made him aware of a fastball in, you might get away with that one, and he might pop that ball up.
This is Kershaw attacking left.
I still think this is the best pitch in baseball left on left. Though.
Oh, my God.
If you can get this ball on the outer third down and away, right there. But what makes it so hard is he paints that outside corner with that heater, and he has the cutter. And I thought this is a great at-bat against Soto. That's the pitch right there.
Yeah.
The 92.
That's a ball, sir.
Watch this. He stands on.
That's a ball.
This is right, but this is the pitch that makes this outer third look like it's about 4 feet. This one here, standing him up.
Golly, you can't call that.
No.
You know what? I'm fighting for my life against one of the greatest of all time, and you're gonna call that garbage?
This is a great A beat here, too. See, he's gone away. Everything is away, right? But then he goes to that hard breaking ball. That's the pitch that's changed him. It's that hard cutter. it's made him such a more weapons to lefties.
You see the front shoulder. You see the front shoulder when he
See this?
in as opposed to
that last pitch there, D-Row.
He's pulling off right here. He's going to struggle. Stay out there.
Dang, crowds it. That's a pitch like because he's so. Oh, hey, I want the ball away. Those two pitches on the inner half of the plate bought in some real estate for that 87-mile-an-hour cutter that's away. Another fastball, inner third up. Look at it.
Oh,
doubles up, comes back in there 2 times. Then once he gets away with a cutter on the inside part of the plate, but making him aware of the ball. And he gets away with one here.
Yes.
This ball was hit on the screws.
Little front door cutter.
Yeah, exactly.
Kind of confused Yelich for a second, but he showed it to him 3 times. Here's his pitch usage career versus Yelich. Peter, 54% of the time. He doesn't deviate from what he does.
No.
That slider's been his game-changing, like, he gets to sit. When he goes into the Hall of Fame, he doesn't just get into the Hall of Fame. He gets to sit at the big table.
He's at
the one.
And you know the beautiful thing about him is and things change over the course of your career. Like some days you're warming up and you feel really good. Like, man, the fastball away, it just feels like it has life to it.
Yeah.
And I'm sure the same thing as a hitter. Some days you walk into the box and you just feel really good. You feel like your eyes, your hands, everything is synced up and you're ready. You can handle everything. You don't have a lot of cloudage in your mind. You're just seeing the ball and reacting to it. And so I think one of the things that he does so well now, he can hit like the really good ones, Smoltz, Glavine, Maddox, him, Kershaw, Schilling, Pedro. They don't have plan A. They have plan A, B, and C. If I don't have this, I can make that. That's why young pitchers struggle. They have one game plan. If they can't deviate from that game plan, they struggle.